Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim. Camera will quit shaking in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys how I created these. And these are, here's the pink one. You can see all the glitter. They're really pretty. Sit those there. And this is what I started with. This is the base of it. I got these at Dollar Tree. And they had white and gold. I'm not sure if they had silver. At my store, they only had the white and the gold. And but I live in like a really rural town, and I have to go over to another rural town to get to the Dollar Tree. So a bigger tree may have these. But anyway, what you do is just go around. You take scissors or your wire snips and get as close as you can and snip this middle part off, leaving those scalloped edges. And I may have to go back, I probably will, and clean this up a bit. I did the other ones. And on the first ones, I used some Mod Podge because you will have glitter everywhere. So if you want to keep your surface clean, you can just put some paper towels or wax paper. I use a lot of wax paper. I put Mod Podge on those first ones that I made. These I sprayed, hairspray. I've heard hairspray will keep it from coming off, but I didn't get all in the insides and stuff, so snip these all off real quick. And that just pops off. And there's some little darker stuff and this has silver and clear on it. And I think you could probably even put some decoupage and maybe put some pink in there. I haven't tried those. And I'll go ahead and snip these off too, because I'm not going to keep those. I'm going to use my own little bows and ribbons for these. So I see where I'm going to have to go back and just get those off as clean cut as you can. It may take a little bit, and you may have to use different things to get them off. You really can't tell once you get it all decorated, but I like to get mine as clean as possible before I start. And it does seem like the hairspray worked. I did the backs of them really good, because like I said, I couldn't get down in them. And if you want to, you can go ahead and, after you cut this off, get that Mod Podge or hairspray, and I think even clear spray. This one I'm having a little bit of problems with, but and you can also file these down a little bit with your fingernail file. Okay, got that pretty clean. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Just getting those edges on this one cleaned up. I always pop this stuff off and it ends up landing in my floor. I'll get you guys the measurements of this too, so you'll know what kind of digital, or you could probably use any kind of card or any kind of image. Even pictures would be really pretty. I'd like to print out some pictures. Let me see. This is approximately 3.5 inches maybe. And then my little cutout is about 3 inches around. And you may hear my husband on the phone. Uh-oh, that stuck to the back. all that glitter. So first, what I did was put a little piece of scrap paper. Let me find a little piece of cardstock and folded it up so it would kind of, okay, so what I did was just get a piece of paper, folded it, and my glue gun, get it pumped up and ready to go. And I'm just going to put it in the middle. And you can use any kind of glue. It just, the hot glue is a little faster. You may have to hold down. If you don't use hot glue, you may have to hold it in place just a little bit. And then I'll put this one in here, and we'll have those two ready. And then you can ink around or not, your choice. I'm not for this. And I'm going to slip this in. And it will end up folding a little bit, and that's okay. And you just want to kind of get it how you want it to look. Look at that. That'll be okay. Because you don't want it bowed like that. That's why I put that piece of paper. It just kind of helps it stand up a little bit. And I think I'm going to have to cut these off. The little banners. Let's see. I might be able to fit this in. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh. But I think I'm going to have to, just to fit her in. Okay, I just wanted to make sure she would fit, so I'm going to take her out and try to be gentle so you don't fold it too much. And then I'll put the glue on the back, like right there. And then slip this one in. Try not to wrinkle it too much. And then just pop that in and hold it for just a little bit. And it's already looking so sweet. I love these angels. These angels are from Shabby Art Boutique blog. Carrie Ann has the prettiest digitals. So that is what I'm using to create these ornaments and the last ornaments with. Okay, so we have these two, so we can decide on what we want to use. I think I will do, let me show you what I do with these. If I can, I just had my stuff. Oh, here it is. Okay, this, what I did was just gathered up what I wanted to use. And you can dangle it like so. So I did this around this one. And I can go ahead and do this. Make another one like this. I'm wondering, do I want this one? I think I'm going to use this one. So, I think I'll use 2 and then 3 in the back, maybe. I can't remember how I did that. So, we're just going to go with it. And what I do is try my best to match up these laces. So I want to show you guys how to use the lace. And just clip a little piece off. And we'll glue this to the front. I always kind of try to start in the middle, and you may have to cut some off as you go. Let me see, that may be, yeah, that looks okay. And just bring that around, and I'm just lining up this edge right here with that, and it may be a little puffy here, and that's okay. So that's how that's looking. It's got the dangles, and this kind of stuff drives me a little loopy. So what I do is just cut these off, because I don't like that. I don't, it just looks unfinished, and I don't like it. That may be a little OCD on me, but just get that and clean that up. And then, to make it look a little fuller, what I did was turn it around. See how that's like that? That's 4. Let me see if I want, I may not add anything to mine, but you guys can. And you can use anything, any kind of dangles. But you could do it like this and make it fuller. And that's what I did to other ones. I just put it on like that across. And you can see it's fuller. But on this one, I'm not going to do that, because I want mine to look a little different. So I'll leave that. Now, I've got this that I'm going to use. That's what I used for the last ones. It's this right here. But you can use, let me show you different things you can use. You can use this trim. You can cut just a piece or two of that and use that. And you can also, which I'm going to use on one, is this pretty trim too. Just anything that you'd like to use. You can even use rickrack. Just whatever you have. Like so. But I want to go ahead and use this, because that's what I used in the other one. And I'll start right here at the top, because I'll have probably a bow or something going right through there. And you won't be able to see where it separates. And I'm trying to put this facing outward. That glue gun's slipping and sliding, isn't it? Okay. Go around like so. I think these are so pretty, and this will go good with my little Shabby Chic tree, or you can gift them. I'd also like to maybe go back and get the gold ones and do like the classic colors, like the red, and even blue would be pretty, like a snow scene. Oh, it'd be so pretty in these too. I may have to go around and look for other Dollar Trees to get some more of these ornaments. They're just really cute. Okay. And I'll cut that one lens right there, and I'll cut that little bead off. Maybe, without breaking it. I need my smaller scissors. Let me put just a dab of glue right there. Okay. So we have that so far. Now, what do I want to do with this one? I kind of want to make it pink. So, let me see. I may have to snip right here for these to fall a little bit better. See, right here, and then right through here. And I'll clean those up. That just kind of makes it hang a little bit better, since we don't have the double on the back. Does that make sense? There we go. And I'll clean those edges up. So this one I want to do pink. Let me see. Maybe this. That's pretty. But I kind of like this too, with the pearls. But I'm also thinking of maybe inside. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm thinking, y'all. Trying to think of how I want to do this. And then you can also use just like ribbon and just scrunch it up as you go. I've got some of this. I think I may use some more of this. Let me see. If I do this, I kind of want to do this too. All right, let's do that. Cannot make up my mind, so I don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's just go around these edges. Well, that didn't do too good, did it? And I'll just keep going around. Have to get a glue stick too, so keep going around like that. Let me grab, I thought I had a glue stick. I do. Put another glue stick in. Okay. And steadily just kind of go around like that. It's a little messy right there. Let me go ahead and pull that up through there. And you don't have to go right here because we'll have ribbons and roses, or we'll have something. And that will be okay, I think, like so. And let me see, I just love this so much. I think it's so pretty. But I'm thinking that might be too much, and it's kind of hiding. And then it kind of hides the pearls. So sometimes less is more, maybe. Okay, so we will go back to this one, and I believe, and look, you can put on the inside, you can put tinsel. See what this looks like. I think I'll use the silver. Look at that. That's pretty. But I've got this. So I think I'll use this. This is eyelash. Iridescent eyelash trim. And I think I got this at a thrift store. But you guys know I find a ton of stuff at thrift stores. Now if I could get it to where it's coming out right. And I want to use about, I just layered I did about 3 of these. And I just twisted it up like so. And I will start at that top. And this is kind of tricky to me. I had a hard time doing this without burning my fingers, but you can use all kinds of little stuff not to, let me use my little scissors to stick that down like so. And you may have to go back, but I just kind of twisted it. And I didn't go all the way around. I just kind of randomly put some glue. See what I'm doing? Just kind of in that. I'll show you with my finger in just a minute. But I think you'll know once you get one and start. And I did have to go back and put some glue. But without this, see right down in there, that's where I'm putting it. I'm just sticking it. Just a little bit of glue. And I may have to go back and add more. I think I did on one. I didn't cut it. And it will stick to you, so kind of. Yeah, and we'll have to cut another piece for this too, I believe. I'm not really good at judging, I guess. Getting that glue down in there. Uh-oh, sticking. No, I don't. I did okay. I did pretty good about judging the length of this. Okay. And just kind of holding it there for a minute or a second or so. That way you're not hurting your fingers. And then I have to go back in right through here where it didn't stick and just put it down, and it will. You'll be able to see where it's raised at. Okay, and I see some little white through there, so what I want to do is add something. I'm thinking maybe a little rose right there. I think that would be okay. Just to put that there, because there is a little piece of white that I'm not liking, so I think I will just get this, a little bit more of this. Can you see what I'm talking about? That white right through here. I want to cover that up. So I'll just kind of put that there and some glue. That way it's not showing so much. And then I'm going to pop this little guy. Well, you know, I think, well, it's okay. I'll do pink right here. Kind of wanted to keep this one all whites, but that's okay. And that's how she's looking. Let's see. Now I want to make a bow. And on these I used tulle, which you can use tulle, but I think I had some white. This would even be pretty. You could even use this. You know, that would be really pretty. I think I may go back and just use, let's see. I think I will. I like the lightness of the tulle. So what I'm going to do is cut this. And this is this size. But what I have to do is cut it in half because it'll be a little bit much. So I'll just go down the middle and cut that like so. Uh-oh. And try to get it pretty even. Stick that there, and then this is what I had a problem with, is getting this right in here because it was so small. You just kind of, you can even use like a pencil or one of these little pokey tools and poke it through. So we've got that. And I'll tie it like so. We're making our bow like this. You can make that as big or small as you'd like. Let's grab and hold of that. Okay. Try to make mine pretty even. Okay, and I think maybe, do I want to use this? Let me see how this looks. I don't know if I can get that in that little area, because you got to put this through there also. Let me see if I can. Get my little pokey tool here. Yeah, it went through. Do this one like this. And you can also double it up if you'd like. Okay, and let's kind of straighten this up a little bit. This little bow. Just kind of pull that out some. And this is still a little long, so I'll cut it down. I want to be able to see her pretty face. And look, right here, you can add, which I did on one of them, I add this, just this, right there, like so. Or, let me see, I've got these little guys. I'm thinking adding that there. I may even add this one here. I don't know. Kind of like in the pearl still. I think I'll add the pearl. So that's what I'm going to do right here. You could do a little button. Whatever you'd like. Uh-oh. What happened to my little pearl? Did y'all see that? I don't know where it went, but now we got a button looking thing. Let's see. That pearl came off. Let's put that right back on, like so. With some glue. That worked. Okay, there we go. And there you go. You've got an ornament. And I'm thinking, do I want these in here? Or do I want a white? Or just leave it pink? I kind of think I want it all white. Let me pop this off without messing it up, maybe. Maybe a little too late. That's okay. That didn't come off, so I'll just leave it. And put that. So I do think I want it all white. Put this little guy in there. There we go. Yep, I like it all white. And you can even add even more if you'd like. But that's how she turned out. And I like this little... I'll put pictures up because I'm not sure if you can see. It's kind of a little bit dark in here. Sorry about bumping the camera. Okay, so we can finish this guy up. Or girl. So, let me see. I'm thinking I may want to do this around her. Just for something different. And I think I'm going to double it also. Let's see. A little bit more. I really do think I'm going to sneak back and get the gold ones. These have been really fun playing with. These are little wire clippers. Well, that won't do. They must be Let me just grab it right here. Okay, and so what we'll do is just go back and use our hot glue on this one too. Start at the top here. Uh-oh. You could probably even do 3. Let me see if I could do this better. Just sitting like this, and then we'll get it right there. Maybe we'll do better. Either way, actually. And I may have to cut this off. Let me see. No, that's okay. Oh, it's so cute. Yep, that's a little bit much. Let me get this out. Cut this right here. I'll go back and glue that back down. There we go. Like so. Shake her out. Oh, that's really sweet. You could even do like a pretty silver bow. But I want to do, I think, a pink ribbon. I've got this. It's wider, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find the end of it. This is a seam binding, but it's a thicker seam binding. So I think I will put this. You can go ahead and make that a hanger. Or you could use the other, just whichever one you like. I may have to swap it out. It depends on what it looks like when I get finished with it. Got that. Okay. Now, let me see if I can get this piece back in, and I'll just cut this down to make it like that. Put that in that back, and you may have to use your little pokey tool, which on this one I will. Let me see, I can't find it. Here it is, right in front of me. Uh-oh. Okay, put that in. Let's see. Make a cute bow. I'm always kind of trying to make them a little even. Cut that. Okay, I've got that. And that's how that's looking. Really sweet. I think I want to do, let me see. Do like an actual little, like so. And that one's already like that, so we got it like this, what this is looking like. And this may be a little bit too big. Pull this down a little bit. You know, just kind of fool with it and get it how you like it. And I want to put, I think, this little pink. This is not right on the bow. It's like right here. I think it looks real sweet. I like this. So you just can use your imagination and do whatever you can come up with. I think some pretty laces would be pretty on here. Could even go around. I pulled these out. And maybe even put these on the side. Like so. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And just layer it and layer it. Keep layering and layering it. I think it'd be really pretty. And if I was going to do that, I should have put this down first. And then this on top of it. Because that kind of takes away. But you could actually do it like this. I think that would be really pretty. Now, actually, I may do that. I'm not quite sure. Your imagination, just go for it. I'll see where this is pulled up some, so I'm just going to go back in and tack that down and just look over it and make sure it's like you want it. I absolutely love the way these turned out. So if you guys decide to make some, please, please show it in group and let me know, or send me a PM. I'd like to see, because I think they're so precious. And you can use any image as long as it's around 3 inches. It'll fit in there. I will do something back here. I don't like that. I like the backs to be finished too. So I'll put that right here. I just think it ties off everything when everything's finished. These will look really cute with also some pictures of your grandkids or whatever. And you can even use pink dangles, just whatever your heart desires. So even this could go around, maybe. You know, it's up to you. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I hope you have a good day or good night whenever you're watching. And until next time, bye-bye.